Have you ever wondered if people secretly find you attractive, even when you don't see it yourself? Because here's the thing, attractiveness isn't just about a sharp jawline or a perfect smile. Sometimes the most magnetic signs are hidden in plain sight, and you might be ignoring them every single day. Stick with me, because today we're breaking down 5 psychological signs that you're more attractive than you realize. And sign number 4 might just explain why people act weird around you without you knowing why. Welcome back to Wisdom Inspired. If you've ever struggled with self-doubt or wondered if people notice you more than you think, this video is for you. And before we dive in, quick question. Have you ever had a moment where someone treated you differently, but you couldn't tell if it was attraction or just coincidence? Well, by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to spot the difference. Also, don't forget, if you enjoy content about psychology, relationships, and self-discovery, hit that subscribe button so you never miss a new video. Alright, let's get into it. Sign number 1, people mirror your behavior. One of the clearest hidden signs of attraction is mirroring. Psychology shows that when people like us, they unconsciously copy our gestures, tone of voice, or even posture. For example, if you take a sip of water and suddenly they grab their drink too, or if you lean back and they instantly adjust themselves, that's not coincidence. That's subconscious chemistry at work. I remember once, during a coffee chat, I leaned forward without thinking. The other person immediately leaned in too. At the time, I didn't think much of it, but later I realized it was a subtle sign of interest. So if you notice this often, you're probably way more attractive than you give yourself credit for. Sign 2. People act nervous around you. Ever notice someone stumbling over their words, fidgeting with their sleeves, or laughing at jokes that weren't even funny? That's nervous energy, and it often shows up when someone finds you attractive. Think about it. When you're around someone you like, suddenly you're hyper-aware of every move you make. You don't want to mess it up, and that's exactly what's happening when people do it around you. Funny enough, sometimes you might misinterpret it as them being cold, awkward, or even disinterested. But in reality, they're just overthinking every little thing because they care about how you see them. So if people seem different around you, it's not always negative. It could be a compliment in disguise. Sign 3. People remember small details about you. Here's a big one. If someone recalls the smallest details about your life, like your favorite coffee order, the TV show you casually mentioned once, or even the exact date of that exam you were stressed about, that's a sign of attraction. Most people forget the basics of casual conversations, but when someone is drawn to you, their brain naturally prioritizes your words. It's like your voice sticks with them even after the conversation ends. And the funny part, you might think, oh, they just have a good memory. Nope, that's selective attention. They're remembering because you matter. Before we continue, let me ask, have you ever noticed someone doing any of these around you? Drop your story in the comments below. I'd love to hear. And if you're finding this video helpful so far, make sure to like it so YouTube shows it to more people who need to hear this. Now, let's move on. The next sign is one most people overlook. Sign 4. You intimidate people without realizing it. This one might surprise you. Sometimes when you're attractive, people actually pull away. Not because they don't like you, but because they feel they're not good enough. Attractiveness can create pressure. People might think, wow, they're out of my league, and instead of approaching, they act distant or avoidant. Here's the twist. You might misinterpret this as rejection, but in reality, it's admiration mixed with self-doubt. I've seen this happen countless times. Someone avoids eye contact, gets quiet, or even ignores you, only to later admit they were too nervous to approach. So if people seem to act weird around you, chances are it's not that they don't like you, it's that they like you too much. Sign 5. People go out of their way to be near you. Finally, attraction shows in effort. If someone consistently finds reasons to be in your space, whether it's joining the same group, sitting near you, or suddenly becoming interested in your hobbies, that's no accident. Humans are drawn to what they find appealing, and when people make repeated choices that place them near you, that's a clear, undeniable sign. So, let's recap. If people mirror you, act nervous, remember details, seem intimidated, or go out of their way to be close, you're probably far more attractive than you think. And here's the bigger message. Attraction isn't only about looks, it's about energy, presence, and the way you make others feel. So next time you doubt yourself, remember, someone out there is noticing you in ways you can't even imagine. So if you haven't yet, hit subscribe, turn on notifications, and join our community here at Wisdom Inspired. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.